There's a strange thing that starts happening to people as they get older, and no one really talks about it directly. At some point, you stop feeling genuinely excited about things the way you used to. Not because your life suddenly became terrible, not because something dramatic happened. It just slowly fades. And this doesn't only happen to old people. Some people feel it in their early 30s, some after retirement, some right in the middle of building a successful life. From the outside, everything still looks completely normal. You go to work, you talk to people, you handle responsibilities, you laugh at the right moments, you keep moving. But somewhere deep down, something feels different. Like life slowly lost a certain color to it, a certain pull, a certain feeling of looking forward to things. Because there was a time when small things used to feel exciting. A weekend, a text from someone, a future plan, a random late-night drive, even the idea of who you might become someday. And then one day, you realize you can't remember the last time you genuinely felt that way. Not pretending, not saying you're excited because you're supposed to be, actually feeling it. If that question makes you pause for even a second, keep watching. Think about mornings, phones already in your hand before your eyes are fully open, checking what? Nothing urgent, nothing exciting, just checking, because lying there with your own thoughts for 30 seconds feels weirdly uncomfortable now. You get through the day, you say the right things, you laugh when it's appropriate, you perform being fine so naturally even you start to believe it. Then you drive home, and the cycle starts again. It doesn't feel like suffering. That's what makes it so easy to miss. It feels like functioning, like being a well-maintained machine that's doing everything right, but has forgotten why it was built in the first place. You're not falling apart, you're just flat. There's a specific loneliness that lives inside this, not the loneliness of being alone. You might have a partner, friends, a group chat that's always going, but there's this quiet feeling of being completely unseen, even in a room full of people who know your name. Because nobody's seeing you, they're seeing the version of you that showed up, the edited one. And after a while, you start losing track of which one is actually you. You used to want things, not vaguely, specifically, things that pulled you forward, some version of your future that made you feel something when you thought about it. Now you hit goals and the feeling lasts maybe a day. You go somewhere new and you're taking pictures of experiences you're not fully inside of. And you don't say this out loud because saying it out loud makes it real. Here's the truth, and it hits different when you actually feel it. Your brain adapts to everything. Every win, every high, every upgrade, within weeks it becomes the new normal. The raise becomes just your salary. The relationship that felt electric becomes Tuesday dinner. The apartment you were so proud of is just where you live now. You're on a treadmill, it speeds up every time you level up. You've been running for years and the scenery never actually changes. So what do most people do? They change the variables. New city, new job, new routine. And for a little while, it works. The colors get brighter again. Then, quietly, it fades again. And now you're standing in a completely different version of the same room, wondering why this one stopped working too. When's the last time you wanted something just for you? Not something impressive, something that made time disappear, something that felt like yours. How long ago was that? If you had to think about it, that pause is the whole point. Most people don't lose excitement because life falls apart. They lose it because they slowly stop being in their life. They start managing it instead. Managing looks like keep things stable, don't shake anything up, handle what needs handling. Living looks like what do I actually want? And for a lot of people, that question has been quiet for so long they've forgotten it was ever supposed to be asked. It wasn't one big decision, it was 1,000 small ones. The dream put on hold, the thing you wanted to try but wasn't practical, the version of yourself you were going to become once things settled down, and things never really settled down. One small surrender at a time. You were so busy being the person everyone could count on that somewhere in all of it, you stopped counting on yourself for anything. You don't fully know if you're happy, you know if things are fine, you know if there's a problem that needs solving, but genuinely excited, alive in some real way, you'd have to think about that for a while. And most people don't sit still long enough to think about it because sitting still means hearing the quiet, and the quiet asks uncomfortable questions. So you stay busy or you stay scrolling, whatever keeps the quiet at a distance. The exhaustion that comes with this, it's not physical. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up feeling it. It's like someone turned the saturation down on everything, just enough that you notice it, but can't prove it to anyone else. From the outside, you're doing well, but inside, you're running on momentum, not motivation. Moving because you are already moving, not because something is pulling you forward. Your body knows the difference, even when your mind pretends not to. Most people never have a dramatic breaking point, no rock bottom. It just continues, quietly, year after year.
The flatness becomes familiar. The numbness starts feeling like stability. The absence of excitement gets filed under "that's just adult life." And one day you're sitting at a red light on another Friday and you realize you can't remember the last time you were genuinely looking forward to something, not performing it, actually feeling it. The excitement didn't die, it went underground. It went quiet because it kept getting ignored, postponed, buried under everything that needed to get done. It's still there, somewhere. But here's the question with no clean answer. Are you willing to get quiet enough, honest enough to find out what you actually want? Because most people never answer that. They just keep driving.